Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Listen, this is your October stimulus payment update. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, they're going to try to scrape together a stimulus deal today, Thursday, as more trouble spots emerge in the U.S. economic recovery. These two will speak by phone at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After they met in person on Wednesday, but didn't reach a deal on a fifth relief package, they said they'd continue negotiations toward an agreement. So at least that part is official. But you gotta know that this was coming. The House, which had aimed to pass a $2.2 trillion Democratic bill Wednesday night, delayed a vote at least Thursday to allow more time for them to hash out a bipartisan plan that would get through both chambers of Congress. Now, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has opposed the Democratic legislation, meaning it will likely not get through the Republican-led chamber. Let me tell you something, folks. Pelosi sounded frustrated and fired up when talking about the state of the discussions during a Democratic whip conference call on Thursday. A source who was listening told NBC News that she was sounded frustrated, she sounded fired up, she was pretty fired up. So the speaker said the GOP does not share our values or want to put those needs ahead of themselves, in so many words. So during the meeting Wednesday, Mnuchin offered a $1.6 trillion proposal, up from the $1.3 trillion the White House had embraced, according to NBC News. So what does that mean? Well, it includes $250 billion for state and local government relief, $400 per week in extra unemployment benefits, $150 billion for education, $75 billion for the testing, and $60 billion for rental and mortgage assistance, NBC reported. So speaking to reporters after that Democratic whip call, Pelosi said she is hoping the House will vote on its stimulus bill Thursday. Now, while she acknowledged Democrats and Republicans are way off on issues including state and municipal aid, the speaker did not rule out the possibility of an agreement. Keeping hope alive, all right? Hopefully we can find our common ground on this and do it soon, she said. The effort to revive aid discussions follows weeks of pessimism about Congress's ability to boost the U.S. economy and healthcare system before the November 3rd election. Lawmakers have not approved new relief funds in months as Democrats and Republicans wrestle over how to structure a package. The outbreak continues to spread, right, across the country. So the U.S. has seen a 7-day average of nearly 43,000 daily new cases. At the same time, many workers and businesses are floundering as restrictions designed to slow this current situation remain in place. Initial jobless claims dipped to 837,000 last week, a level still higher than anything seen in recent American memory before shutdowns in March. At the same time, American Airlines, United Airlines, they're going to start to furlough more than 32,000 workers combined as they seek federal aid. So they're needing help. Okay? Any stimulus deal is expected to include $25 billion to help airlines cover payroll costs. White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany said Thursday that the Trump administration would consider a standalone airline bill, though Nancy Pelosi has repeatedly rejected anything other than a comprehensive relief package. Companies such as Disney and Royal Dutch Shell also announced plans to lay off employees this week. I'm talking about thousands, folks. Thousands being laid off. Democrats and Republicans could have a difficult time bridging abroad disagreements over how to best respond to this current situation. Have you know, on Wednesday, McConnell said the sides are very far apart. Among the differences, Democrats have pushed for more than $400 billion in state and municipal aid, higher than the $250 billion offered by the White House. They have also sought to reinstate the extra jobless benefit at $600 per week, right, as it was before, as opposed to the $400 put forward by the Trump administration. Republicans also want liability protections for businesses. Hooray for businesses, right, which Democrats oppose. Vulnerable Republicans and Democrats up for re-election in November have agitated for their party leaders to take some kind of concrete action to respond to the crisis. Pelosi on Thursday downplayed the prospect of passing a more targeted plan, as some House Democrats have urged her to do. Wow. And, you know, when you have something like this, you had to know that this was coming, right? So this is what she said. Isn't something better than nothing? No, she said. Pelosi denied that the current round of talks is the last chance to pass relief before Election Day. She was asked what underpins her optimism about reaching a deal despite the signs that Democrats and Republicans remain far from an accord. And she said, because of the needs of the American people. I just think at some point they'll have to know that the American people have these needs. My goodness. What are the needs that you have in this current situation that we're in? Do you think that this bill will eventually pass before Election Day? Right? Will it still be a talk after Election Day? I want to know exactly what you think. All right? Folks, you take care. God bless and have a good one.